You're gonna see a lot of damage being done in our young people, because you look at some of them now, like having conversations with them is.
The transfer window has always been a theater of dreams, betrayals, and shock twists, and this summer is no different. Across Europe's top clubs, negotiations are moving at a furious pace. Big names are being chased, surprise departures are on the horizon, and some of the game's most talented players are about to reshape the balance of power. The drama surrounding Tottenham, Manchester United, Arsenal, Liverpool, Real Madrid, Barcelona is building towards one of the most unpredictable finales in recent memory. The headlines in North London are dominated by one man, 𝗗𝗢𝗡𝗘. The Crystal Palace star has made his decision, and according to reports, has already agreed to personal terms with Tottenham Hotspur.
Outside of the world of football, outside of what is the norm in South London,
Spurs are wasting no time, ready to activate his £68 million release clause before it expires. For Thomas Frank, the club's newly appointed manager, this is more than a signing, it's the centerpiece of his vision for Tottenham's future. Ez is not merely a number 10. He is a versatile attacking force, capable of dictating play from deep, floating between the lines, or punishing defenders from the wings. His balance, dribbling, and ability to conjure opportunities from nowhere are exactly what Spurs have lacked since their last generation of creative leaders departed. It's a signing that signals ambition, a statement of intent. But for Palace, Ez's imminent exit has already set a replacement plan in motion. Negotiations are underway for 𝗗𝗢𝗡𝗘, the young Moroccan talent from Leicester City who could step in to fill the void. Palace's first bid was rejected, but they remained determined.
Racial role that you play, because, your journey hasn't been straightforward.
If both deals go through, one of the fastest transfer swaps of the summer will be complete, Ez packing his bags for Tottenham, while 𝗗𝗢𝗡𝗘 takes his Premier League return. With Palace while Spurs push forward across the city, Arsenal are facing their own moment of uncertainty. Alexander Zinchenko, a player who just a year ago was seen as integral to Mikel Arteta's tactical plans, is now on the verge of an unexpected exit. Turkish giants Fenerbahçe have swooped in with a €10 million bid, and negotiations are already advanced. To make the move more persuasive, none other than Jose Mourinho has become directly involved, using his personal influence to convince the Ukrainian that Istanbul should be his next home. Zinchenko had never considered Turkey a serious destination, but his reaction to the proposal has reportedly surprised Arsenal. He hasn't dismissed it. With Porto also circling and Fenerbahçe pushing hard, Zinchenko is at a crossroads. Arsenal, meanwhile, are quietly preparing for life without him. Liverpool, the focus is on defensive reconstruction. 𝗗𝗢𝗡𝗘 may have slipped through their grasp, but the Merseyside club is now pressing hard for Mark Guéhi. Crystal Palace once again find themselves at the center of the transfer storm, valuing their captain at over £40 million. With negotiations possibly pushing towards £50 million, Guéhi has just 1 year left on his contract, which makes his sale almost inevitable. Liverpool, however, face pressure from multiple directions. Not only do they need to reinforce their fragile backline, highlighted once again by inconsistency from 𝗗𝗢𝗡𝗘 and Virgil van Dijk, but rival clubs are circling.
That's what it means to be a man, what it means to strive for something, to become something.
Barcelona are eyeing 𝗗𝗘𝗡, hoping to land him on a free transfer next summer. Chelsea, too, have entered the race, with Enzo Maresca openly declaring the desperate need for a reliable centre-back. Liverpool's urgency is clear. They cannot afford to wait, not if they want to maintain their ambitions at the top. Guéhi may not just be a signing. He could be the lifeline to hold their defense together. Meanwhile, at Old Trafford, Manchester United's plans have been dramatically rewritten. Their pursuit of Brighton's Carlos Baleba has collapsed. With Brighton setting an eye-watering price tag of £115 million, United's response was swift: walk away. Instead, all eyes are now on Crystal Palace's Adam Wharton. Palace once again are at the heart of the market, and this time, United's interest is relentless.
Be doing it where you're from, and we should all be trying to do the same type of thing and to inspire the youth and create a change, man, because
Wharton, at just 21, has quickly become one of England's brightest midfield talents. Unlike 𝗗𝗢𝗡𝗘, whose strengths lie in physicality and driving runs, Wharton is a player of control and orchestration. His calmness on the ball, his vision to dictate tempo, and his maturity beyond his years make him the kind of conductor United have desperately lacked. Ruben Amorim, United's new coach, is said to view Wharton not as a backup option, but as the centerpiece of his project. United believe this is not a short-term fix, but a long-term solution, a player capable of becoming the brain of their midfield for years to come. Elsewhere, another blockbuster possibility has sent shockwaves through Europe. Real Madrid are reportedly considering a stunning swap deal, Rodrigo for William Saliba. On the surface, it seems improbable. Arsenal have no intention of parting with the defender they see as the foundation of their title challenge and talks for a new contract are ongoing. But Madrid's interest is genuine. Saliba is viewed as a generational talent, someone who could anchor their defense for the next decade. For Florentino Perez, this is the kind of move that defines Madrid's long-term planning. Rodrigo, one of the highest-paid players at the Bernabeu, has lost his untouchable status and could be the bargaining chip. For Arsenal, the lure of adding Rodrigo as a high-quality winger is tempting, but for now, they remain unmoved. Still, Madrid are not giving up. If Arsenal refuse, they will turn their attention elsewhere, with Liverpool's 𝗗𝗢𝗡𝗘 firmly on their radar. For Barcelona, the focus is already on the future, beyond the era of Robert Lewandowski. The Polish striker, though still prolific, is approaching the twilight of his career, and the Catalan club is moving early to find his successor. Dusan Vlahović has emerged as the prime candidate. Juventus are open to selling him this summer for around €30 million, but Barcelona are in no rush. Financial constraints continue to shadow the club, and the strategy is clear. If Vlahović does not renew his contract, they could acquire him as a free agent in 2026. For Hansi Flick, who is shaping his vision for the 2026-27 season, Vlahović represents the perfect long-term fit. Physical, direct, and clinical in front of goal. His style mirrors the traditional number 9 that Barcelona have lacked in recent years. For Vlahović, the allure of La Liga and the challenge of leading Barcelona's attack are strong temptations. It's a transfer that could quietly reshape the next generation of Barcelona's front line.
be doing it where you're from, and we should all be trying to do this.
While transfers swirl, emotions remain at the heart of the game. At Arsenal, Mikel Arteta offered a rare glimpse into his personal admiration for new signing Victor 𝗗𝗢𝗡𝗘. Speaking about his very first call with the Swedish striker, Arteta admitted he was struck not just by the player's confidence, but by his conviction. "Arsenal is my dream," 𝗗𝗢𝗡𝗘 told him. The forward himself echoed those words in his own interview, describing how hearing Arteta's voice made everything real. He didn't choose Arsenal for money or for glamour, but for the challenge. The opportunity to be part of a project that blends heart and intellect. He rejected approaches from PSG and Manchester United, insisting that what mattered most was the sense of belonging Arsenal offered. For the fans, it's a reminder that sometimes transfers are about more than numbers. They're about ambition, connection, and belief. And so, the window pushes forward. Tottenham may have found their new conductor in 𝗗𝗄𝗓. Arsenal could be preparing for life without Zinchenko, while simultaneously defending Saliba from Madrid's advances. Liverpool are scrambling to secure 𝗗𝗢𝗄𝗘 before rivals pounce. And Manchester United are betting their future midfield on Adam Wharton. Barcelona are plotting their succession plan with Vlahović, and Mourinho, ever the master of influence, is once again shaping the market from the shadows. This is the transfer window at its most dramatic, deals hanging by a thread. Reignited careers at crossroads. Nothing is guaranteed. Every move could change the course of the season. Behind every negotiation lies the tension of ambition versus reality. What do you think? Will 𝗗𝗄𝗡𝗘 thrive under Thomas Frank? And finally, give Tottenham the creativity they've been searching for? Can Manchester United land Adam Wharton and rebuild their midfield around him? Will Barcelona's gamble on waiting for Vlahović pay off? Or will they regret not striking sooner? Perhaps the biggest question of Can Arsenal hold firm against Real Madrid's pressure for William Saliba? If you enjoyed this breakdown of football's most dramatic transfer stories, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and join the discussion in the comments below. This summer promises fireworks, and we'll be here to track every twist, every turn, and every deal that shapes the future of the beautiful game.